The paper is rolled in perfect fashion. It is time once again for ImPulses presented by MicroEssentials. Our first one this week focuses on a couple of young guys, some freshman QBs front and center in the battle for Floyd. I know Mitch Leidner's been a rush-only quarterback in his brief career at Minnesota. I think that changes this week, and I think he has a big game. My impulse tells me Leidner accounts for more total touchdowns, Jay, than Jake Rudock.
Your impulse is wrong, because Leidner's not going to be able to score on that Hawkeye defense. Listen, they are stingy. They haven't given up any passing touchdowns at all, and I know he runs the ball, but he ain't going to score against that D.
Oh, Leidner put the team on his back a week ago with 4 touchdowns, and Rick, your impulse is exactly correct. He's going to do it again, and he's 6'4", 240 pounds. He's deceptively athletic, and Iowa's quarterback Rudock, he got a lot more help from special teams and defense, so he's not going to be asked to do as much.
And he's going to get some more help down near that goal line from Mark Wiseman, which is why I'm going with Leidner and the touchdowns. All right, Illinois, in a game they should definitely win. I don't think they're just going to beat Miami. I think they're going to set an all-time Tim Beckman-era record for points. They've never scored more than 45, but my impulse tells me, for the first time ever under Becky Beck, they go over 45.
Yes, my friend, you're right. They already average 37 points a game, and they have big playability. Shieldhouse is having a career season. You have Langford, Ferguson. These guys are making big plays. And Bill Cubitt's offense has jumped at least 60 places in 6 different major offensive categories.
Oh, that's knowledge right there, my man.
That's what I'm telling you right there. I've been doing some research on these Illinois boys. They about to get out here and probably put up 50.
Well, here's the deal. I think you guys had lunch together because y'all agreed and you kind of figured out what you're going to say. Listen, I disagree with that. Listen, Illinois' offense is improved, no question at all. But Miami Ohio's defense isn't bad, and when Shieldhouse is not on, which he wasn't on in the first half of the Washington game, Illinois struggles. I think they put up 35, but not 45.
I'm not saying Miami's defense is bad. I'm just saying they're not good. All right, let's turn to a Purdue defense that I think is a little bit underrated. I know they got run out of the gym by Wisconsin, but really, who doesn't? I go back 2 weeks, the Boilermakers looked pretty good on D against Notre Dame. I think that happens again against Northern Illinois. My impulse tells me Purdue keeps Northern Illinois under 30 points. Be the first time that's happened to NIU this season.
Well, Purdue already gives up 32, Rick, so mathematically it doesn't add up. They put up 43 in their last game, but they have a guy named Jordan Lynch who can run the ball. Expect Jordan Lynch to have 400 yards and 5 total touchdowns this game. Oh, he's going to put up, he already has 1,009 total touchdowns.
I just want you to know I'm writing all this stuff down.
Write it down, take a picture.
5 touchdowns. We'll be back next week.
Take a picture of that,
Man,
Rick.
you're the Husky
I'm
train,
going with
bro.
the Huskers.
No,
Jordan Lynch.
No, I would say, here's the deal. I do believe that they will score over 30 points. Those numbers that you said are outright ridiculous. The reason they'll score over 30 points, not that Purdue's defense is so bad, it's that Purdue's offense can't hold onto the ball or sustain drives. So, you know, Northern Illinois is going to have the football most of the game.
The Giant Killers, the Huskers, man.
All right, I'm going to go bold with my last one. Either come strong or don't come to the party at all.
Okay.
Wisconsin, Joel Stave is going to throw for more yards. That's right, the Badgers will have more passing yards than rushing yards against the Buckeyes. Ohio State's going to load the box. I believe Aberderis can get deep against these defensive backs. That's right. My impulse tells me more passing yards for Wisconsin than rushing yards against Ohio State. You guys are laughing at me already.
Because I think that's the worst impulse I've ever heard in my life. But here's why. The Badgers are a running football team. That is their bread and butter. And the last few years, they haven't been able to run the ball, but Stave's arm is not going to get it done against the Buckeyes. Wisconsin's averaging 350 yards on the ground, 500-something total yards of offense. Ohio State won't allow Stave's arm.
Come on, Lehman, give me some love.
They won't allow it.
New name for Rick Pizzo. Rick Impulsive Pizzo, because that is straight impulsive. I know Ohio State lost 6 of 7 starters in the front 7, but to say Stave is going to run more than Gordon and White and co., you got to be kidding me. Impulsive, outlandish, outrageous.
I think it's the only way they win the game. I think Stave can go for nearly 300 in this one. Definitely over 250. We'll check back in next week. I'm writing that down, too.
Just like Jordan Lynch is going over 400.
Even Steven, my man, we'll check back in next week. Like 6 other big